the sex robots.
Yeah.
How do you believe these will affect future relationships into the world of love?
I think the risk that we have with sex bots is that they risk turning intimacy into consumption, right? So in the same way pornography does. So we now would equate, you might buy a t-shirt from Amazon, you might get a sex bot relationship of a third-party application, you might choose to swipe to date a particular person. They're all on a level of consumption and commodity. So I think real intimacy, which the person is trying to achieve through a sex bot, is unlikely to happen because intimacy requires mutuality. No, it requires vulnerability on both parts. It requires consent. It requires patience. It requires responsibility. None of that happens in a relationship with a sex bot. It's a fantasy. There's no obligation. There's no affection. There's no sacrifice from either part. So you have none of the moral complexities of a real human partner. Now, it is superficially entertaining, yes, but I think that a sex bot is more likely to deepen the isolation that humans feel rather than resolve it. So love is not really about the easy availability of a companion. I think love is about responsibility. It's about mutuality. It's about understanding. And AI has not crossed that domain.
What do you believe AI should never take of the relationship part? What do you think it should never even touch out of the situation?
I think it can never remove the moral responsibility we have as humans towards each other. So what does that mean? Well, I can judge a situation. I can care for a particular person or otherwise. I can spiritually guide another person towards a direction. I think that AI can never touch that in a human relationship. I think it could assist many roles. It could assist psychologists in providing better counseling for patients. I think it could assist clinicians in different roles. But I don't think that AI should ever carry full and final human responsibility. That, no, right? So I think what is ultimately true in a relationship, which is conscience, accountability towards that other person, responsibility, compassion, human judgment, those are not attributes that AI should ever touch.
There's a difference between getting around and moving forward. Malta Public Transport has taken one of the biggest steps yet. Every single bus in Gozo is now fully electric. Just imagine this, a whole island with no loud engines. Overall, it's cleaner and easier to move around the island. Whether you're heading to work, to school, to the ferry, or cross around Gozo, every ride is part of a bigger change. All this leads to a brighter and better future for Gozo. One bus ride at a time. Take the bus and move with the future. Can't find love at the same time, so they tend to go, and it's happening around the world, they tend to move into the AI world and try find love there, either through dating apps, either through, I'm not too sure if you saw Mo Gaudat's new startup.
Yes.
He's focusing on attaching AI to find your true love. And it's at the end of the day, it's not that nice. To find love, you have to find AI, you have to go through AI. But my point is that will AI fix that lonely person or make it worse for generations to come?
Okay, AI can certainly help with loneliness, but it cannot cure it.
When you say help with loneliness, in what way?
Right, so I think AI can provide companionship. I think it can provide reminders. It could create conversations for people who want to have conversations.
But don't forget, it's a mirror.
Absolutely. So what we have to understand is that loneliness doesn't happen because of the absence of conversation. Loneliness happens because humans don't feel like they're being truly seen for who they are. So here's an example of that. So in South Africa, there is a tribe, which is a Zulu tribe, which have a greeting, right? So we say bonjour or kifint in Maltese, right? So they say the word sawubona, which basically means sawubona, which means I see you. Their greeting, sawubona, is I see you. And the counterparty, the other party, the reaction to that greeting is a word which is ni persona, which roughly is translated to, well, I exist because you see me. Look how lovely language is, right? So this deeper understanding of this tribe's exchange is so powerful. Their greeting is not merely acknowledging your presence.
Or
I see you.
asking.
Exactly. It is
It's a statement.
Exactly. And I am recognizing your humanity. I'm recognizing your dignity. I'm recognizing your personhood. So how lovely it is that language can express something so deep, no, in this Zulu tradition. So AI, to your question on loneliness, it can fill the silence by creating conversations, but it cannot replace that communion. It cannot replace that necessity that you have, that you need to feel seen. I think you'd agree, Luca, that the biggest unmet need of our century is that, the need to feel seen by others for who you truly are, not as a number, not as a data point, not as a digit in an algorithm, but as you, as Luca, right? With all your vulnerability and reality. That is what we need to cure loneliness.
Very, very good point. Another point that I would like to elaborate on is AI is always there. So sometimes humans aren't always there. And that is why people turn onto AI, because they are there. Whatever you search, whatever you want to hear, whatever you need to hear, sometimes they are there. As you said, where's the book? The AI Mirror.
Yes.
Which elaborates on these situations. So the AI Mirror is a book of 200 pages. But at the same time, if you reflect on what the title is all about, it goes through all the conversation we just spoke about. So what you want to hear is what is going to give you. Imagine if AI is what you need to hear. That is where everything flips.
So that experience that you hear what you want to hear may feel real. I'm not saying it's not real. It feels real. But a human relationship is different. And the reason why it's different is because a human relationship is reciprocal, right? You are changing in your relationship to me, and I'm changing in my relationship to you. And that happens because in a relationship, there's tension, right? So from your partner, you might not always get what you want. You might not always have the conversation you would like to have, maybe the easy one, maybe it's a difficult one today. It's that tension which creates reciprocity in human relationships. That's what AI can't do. AI can model your preferences. So you want a servile, highly charged emotional discussion, AI is going to give you that, but it is not going to show sacrifice. It can't show love, right? Because a human relationship changes both people in the equation. When you have a relationship with AI, AI never changes. AI is adapting to you. It is mirroring you, right? So AI can understand your patterns and your needs, but it's never going to encounter your soul. It can't do that.